Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So back in 2018, I took a trip to Yosemite and had a really good time. It was a road trip. At the time, I was in between jobs, right? Well, let's just say that there's good and bad to that. And unfortunately, every time I've tried to take a road trip while I'm actually working, I run into a lot of drama because it's only myself driving. And often I would love to sightsee along the way, but every time I stop somewhere, I need to get sleep. And it's just really fucking annoying. I wish I could have somebody to drive with. So I've been offering a reward for anybody who would like to travel with me. I've been offering a reward. You guys saw I upped it a couple of times too, but I haven't gotten anybody to respond to that. So in this video, I'm proposing. Why don't you tell me how much you want? So it's all expenses. I'll take you to Yosemite and Six Flags, plus the meals and the hotels. I'll cover all of that. Plus, how much more do you want? And I'll see if I can do it. But I really need that road trip. I'm going through a lot, and yesterday, I had a mental meltdown because my car broke down, and I had to walk everywhere. And then I remembered years ago when my colleagues had drama, I often had to fill in for them, and yet nobody drove me to work yesterday, and it's just really upsetting. There was the upset of having to walk 13 miles. That's one thing. But then there's the upset that things didn't reciprocate, right? There was both of that. So I'm proposing just make a ask for how much you would like, and I'll see if it's in my budget, and we'll take it from there. Now, one thing's for sure. I will never, ever, ever again work for a place that has a policy where you can donate your vacation time, quote unquote donate, I should say, your vacation time, because I really despise it. You got a colleague who's going through chemo, they got a kid that has COVID, or whatever the situation is, and for some reason, some bizarre bureaucratic reason, their work doesn't let them take time off. And yet, instead of the company saying no, they force the other employees to say no by not giving the vacation time. And also, it's very racist and sexist. Like, for example, I would have so much love for somebody to have filled in for me yesterday, right? But because of my differences in life, I very seldom see people take time off due to car trouble, right? Because most of my colleagues have a second set of hands, a second car, and some of them have networking. I don't, and I feel penalized a second time for not having those things. And it makes it that much harder when you're losing your job because you take time off to tend to your car. Your fucking car, it makes it that much harder to then get ahead of the curve so that you can take time off to take care of your kids, right? I don't know. I don't know if that sounded right. I'm very upset right now. I so much would have loved to take a day off yesterday, but I needed the money. Oh, I don't need the money. I want the money now. It's kind of funny. The more money I have, the more I seem to want. Years ago, when I didn't have so much money, that might not have been such a hard decision. But I get very emotional about money these days. Yeah, the other day, I know a couple of grocery stores. We have a Safeway right here, and we got a Fry's store right next to each other. And I literally walked to the next store to save 10 cents because that's how emotional. Well, not only that, but I like networking, and so go into another store. It's not that. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.